The biggest change starts when no one is watching you. Okay, let's do some ridiculous. This is like really vulnerable for me to be even talking about how my brain works. Okay, 2026. I am working on rebuilding my mental discipline because it's not like it doesn't exist, but I had a time where it was better. I'm gonna upload my first vlog in over a year, and one, I'm nervous, but it made me look through my YouTube. I actually am watching things back. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so glad I documented so much. Looking back at all of these little journal entries, I really thought I would cringe at them. I've grown so much, and I just feel for her so much. She was like really going through it, but the things that I've said to myself in these journal entries are things I'm saying to myself now. I'm really excited about this vlog. I feel like also watching my old stuff back, you can just tell my style is the same but different. I've grown a lot in my editing, so I'm just excited to post it, and hopefully I can do more of this year too. It is the first Monday back to work, technically, but I've been working, so it feels like another Monday to me. I've been getting up early to do my runs, and today I just could not. And so, this is why we have systems in play for, the times that feelings and emotions and just life happens. I wanted to be realistic with my goals and all of that. So, you can start off strong, but, motivation does fade. While I am still motivated, dude, I think mornings are just tough. I am dressed to go on my run after my meeting instead. For me, I try not to dwell on like, oh, I didn't get up early for my run, that means I can't go. I will try to find a different solution. That is my solution. January for me is all about how do I build this mental discipline that I've been talking about building? Like how do I put it into practice when things are hard? Just wanted to talk about that because I think January is going to be tough in terms of like implementing all of the things that I want to do and like building that mental discipline and resilience, because at the end of the day, I have free will. If I don't run, who's gonna know? You know what I mean? And so that's why I always say the biggest change starts when no one is watching you. Cameras off, no one's documenting this shit. I could lie and, definitely not go on a run today, but I'm not going to do that because when you do that, you are just lying to yourself and you are performing, you know? And I don't want to be on here performing. I want to be here to document my mental discipline journey. And that's just gonna be a working thing constantly. Like, it's not like at the end of January, I'm gonna have all the mental discipline in the world. Like, no, you know, it's just something that you're constantly working on in different forums. And, you know, when you're going through different things, like, it's gonna change. So, like, you know, it's really about putting systems into play and really figuring out yourself and what works for you during every season of your life. And I think as you get to know yourself in the different seasons, you're gonna find different things that work for current season you. I'm finding the things that work for current season me. Let's do this. I'm starting my morning off. This is typically what I eat after I run, which is just like a bone broth, but I need to fuel for my run too. So I am gonna eat this, and I may eat some oats.
Like how much I wanted to be in the NBA. I'm all wearing my Laker jacket and everything. And then, yeah.
But I, like, when I got into, like, I don't know, first grade, and they would ask you what you wanted to be, I wanted to be a teacher.
Oh, nice.
Which I feel like translates a little bit to now. Like, I don't think I want to be a teacher, but I love kids. And I also love teaching people what I know.
Oh, okay.
Dan 2026. Let's go.
Adrian, you need to find out what your freaking word is.
Yeah.
At least by the next time I see you. Another day, another silly little run. I think all I needed was coffee and a really good yap session meeting for me to feel motivated to run. So let's do this. Okay, let's do some. I feel ridiculous. Okay, let's do some post-run reflections, because today I didn't want to get up for my run. I ended up running in between meetings. I'm about to hop in the meeting in 10 minutes, so let's just do quick reflections. One, I need to remind myself that not every run is gonna be a freaking PR run. I just started running again. Like, my focus isn't to run the fastest mile, and so why am I putting all of my focus into running a fast mile? You know what I mean? I think I just need to remind myself the intentions of why I'm running again, and the run itself. I am running to really get my mind back to its strong mental discipline. I don't know. I say all this to say that there are going to be hard moments. Like, I set myself up for so many goals and like so many achievements, and they're small. Like, they're not like super huge goals that I need to hit, but I definitely like to give myself like mini goals throughout the week. Run this much, like run 3 miles, run 5 miles, right? Make sure I work out 4 times this week. Even like the little tasks, like I think with all of these like little goals and milestones that I set for myself, yes, they help, obviously, but I have to remind myself that I can't be perfect at everything. I don't know where I'm going with this, but the overall message here is to remind yourself why you started what you're doing. I also, while you're still here, it's not like you can go anywhere. One, this January, I'm gonna do no eye makeup January. So if you saw me with eyeliner yesterday, no, you didn't. And 2, I am working on February journal prompts. Very inspired because the theme is, and why do I keep talking with my hands? I don't have a theme title yet, but the theme overall is going to be just feeling, to be able to feel. I want to talk about feelings. January is a lot about setting yourself up with all of these goals for the year, versus February, I just want to talk about our emotions. How are we feeling? Checking in. Have you experienced heartbreak? Have you experienced joy? Have you experienced, like, I just want to talk about it, because as humans, we feel a lot, and I am very, very grateful to be able to feel. Anyway, I've had coffee, as you can tell, so I'm gonna go run into my meeting now. Okay, I told myself that I would be honest this month about like motivation, lack of, and all of this stuff. I got really locked into this project that I'm working on, basically introducing myself, and I got really emotional. I started crying because I'm looking through old footage of myself and I realized I haven't heard my dad's voice in a really long time. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. But and he's not even in the video, he's just in the background of me and my sister vlogging. And just hearing his voice is just like, wow, I haven't heard my dad's voice in so long. And I just got really emotional. So I mean, I didn't think I was gonna talk about it in the vlog this month, but grief is a crazy thing, and I think that is something I do want to be more open about talking about, because it's such a weird and tricky feeling. Like, you can be perfectly fine. I was like perfectly fine, so locked in on editing this project, and then I just realized like little things where I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't heard my dad's voice in so long. And I mean, it's comforting, but also I'm so glad that I have like things to remember him by. I just wanted to share because it came at me out of nowhere. This year, while we talk about like creating systems and then, you know, sticking to those systems, especially when you lose motivation, because like I said, I'm trying to set myself up to create systems that when I do lose motivation and have an experience like a lack of motivation and stuff, because that's gonna happen, how I push through and manage through like the thoughts. And I have a lot of intrusive thoughts that, you know, sometimes win. And so I just want to share more of like my experiences and how I work through my mind, because my mind is a very, very busy place. It's constant, it has constant thoughts every time. And so I want to share my experiences with even talking through like my anxiety. And something that I've been practicing for the last like 5 years of my life is talking through my thoughts. So like sometimes when I talk to the camera about my thoughts, but also closing out a thought. And what I mean by that is like with the, oh, my thoughts are spiraling, I have so many cool ideas, like I want to write all this down and I can't like put my mind at rest. And so the way I put my mind to rest is talking to myself out loud, like, okay, Bianca, not every thought that you have has to be art. And me saying that puts all of those thoughts to an end, because now I'm like, oh, I can have these thoughts and they don't have to live anywhere. And so that kind of closes out that thought, because I don't feel the need to do anything about the thought. And so the way that I've been operating is that when I know I have thoughts and I know they're just thoughts, like they're thoughts that I don't have to act on, then I close out the thought by saying something that will close it out. I'm getting ready to hang out with Maya. It's Saturday, so I did my run this morning and almost convinced myself not to do it. I think I've hit the point of my cycle when it starts to get hard. I'm gonna talk about it day by day, about the different battles that mentally, you won't see the mental battle that I go through sometimes to get tasks done, and that's why I'm really, really trying to build that discipline. It's hard, you know, like it's so easy when I feel really good and I'm not in my luteal phase and I'm like super motivated, but like I really almost talked myself out of running today. I also struggle because I'm like, you know what, I don't even have to talk about it in the vlog and no one will ever know, and then like everyone will have this image of me that I have kept up with my running, reminding myself all the reasons why I want to do this and how to build that discipline. So I kind of talked myself down and I got changed into my clothes and I was like, it doesn't have to be a good run, you just have to get outside. And I was like, you can just walk too if you want. I know myself and I know that if I say you just have to walk, it'll get me there. But then I also know that if I'm there, I'm not gonna walk. Like I'm gonna do the run. Tricking my brain sometimes into doing something that I want. And this is like really vulnerable for me to be even talking about how my brain works and like the little mental battles and struggles that I like my brain is like constantly going, you know? And it's so vulnerable for me to talk about because it's like this is how I kind of break it down versus like I know some people it's just so easy for them to just be like I'm gonna do this and then do it, you know? And I feel like I come off that way. Like sometimes I'm like my friends will describe me as like if you want something you're gonna do it, but like I don't think a lot of people really know like the mental battle that I go through every time I do something. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I do tasks, like sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to go do that, and sometimes that's just like how it is. Like sometimes it is simple like that, but there are times where it is really really hard and it's a simple task like running, and those are the times where, and I mean, you know, I'm trying to build the mental discipline, but it's like not just the discipline, it's just like fighting these thoughts on a daily basis of like, oh, I can't run because what if this happens, what if that happens. It's like, Bianca, you fell once and it was fine, right? Like all of it, the what ifs, it ended up being fine. And so I feel like I just try to psych myself out of doing things. When I have all the motivation, it really is easy for me to do these things and turn that part of my brain off. But when I lose the motivation and I have to rely on the system, sometimes my brain will find all the reasons that I can't do something or try to put it off that I just don't have time anymore. But it's like, well, if I didn't spend so much time thinking, I would get so much shit done. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because this is the reality when the motivation stops and systems are in play. And so that's why I built these schedules out for myself, because if I don't have a schedule of what I kind of want to do in that day, then I will do nothing. And that's why I always encourage everyone else to find a system that works for them, because my system isn't gonna be helpful for you if it doesn't work with you. But I share my systems because maybe if you think a little bit like me, then it can help.